Education is a weapon that a person may use in order to change the world. Hello everybody, I am Moxigul Yusufovna, the teacher at Bucharest State University from the Department of Foreign Languages and Humanities. The next lesson of today's video lesson is Ubiquity of English. Next slide. There are many global languages in the world. They are English, Italian, German, Spanish, Indian. If a person knows any foreign languages, he may have various visions of his life. So knowledge is power. If a person knows any foreign languages, he may just open, all doors will be opened before him. Next slide. So if a person learns a lot, the more you learn, the more you earn, the more confidence you will have. It means that if a person learns too much and reads a lot, that person will be the richest person in the world. As Bill Gates told us, power comes not from the knowledge, but from the knowledge that shared. It means if a person learns the fact, the information, and shares this information to others, to students, then 90% of information can be saved in his memory for a long time. So, as from my own experience, I may say that if a person just learns the fact, and 10 or 20% of the fact can be saved in our memory. Next slide. So, what is education itself? Education is a field of study that deals with methods and problems of teaching in an auditorium or in a classroom. So, education provides theoretical knowledge. Next slide. So, why a person learns foreign languages? There are three reasons of learning foreign languages. The first reason is for traveling. If a person wants to travel, he wants to learn to possess a foreign language. If a person knows a foreign language, he may just have free communications with foreigners. The next reason is for business and for working. If a person just wants to carry on his business abroad, he wants to learn a foreign language. And the third reason of learning a foreign language for just experiencing in order to just learn the culture of that foreign country. If a person just in abroad, he may just experience culture shock while he is abroad. Culture shock has three stages. While a tourist is in a foreign country, he may just experience culture shock. The first stage of culture shock is honeymoon. In honeymoon stage, a person just may experience something new. Everything is new in that country, the cuisine, the transport, the restaurant, everything is new for him. Therefore, the first stage is going to be on the honeymoon stage. And the second stage of culture shock is anxiety. Why it is anxiety? If a person is just angry and doesn't know what to do, where to go, which transport to choose in a foreign country, he may just experience, he may see this second stage, anxiety stage. And he is just frustrated, maybe depressed in this situation, in the second stage of culture shock. The third stage of culture shock is adjustability, adjustment. A person just tries to make new friends in order to, if he doesn't know the language of that country, he may just can learn the language of that country. Then he will start to get adjusted to the culture of that country. And the fourth stage of the culture shock is just acceptance. A person, a foreigner, or we may say a tourist, may just accept the new culture of that country. You see, there are three reasons of learning foreign languages: for business purposes and working, for new culture, and the third one for traveling. Next slide. So here are in the next slide, you can see collocations related to the word knowledge and learner. So a person should know, every learner should know to use proper collocations while he is speaking a foreign language. So here adjective plus noun, adjective plus knowledge. For example, vast knowledge, great knowledge, wide knowledge, broad knowledge, encyclopedic knowledge, thorough knowledge. All of these adjective plus noun collocations means vast knowledge. You will have, for example, I need broad knowledge about the educational system of the US. You see here we do not use any kind of article because knowledge is uncountable noun. So other synonyms like, for example, comprehensive knowledge, intimate knowledge, detailed knowledge, deep knowledge, it means that a person must have a wide range of knowledge. This is deep knowledge. And learner, with a collocation, learner, adjective plus learner. For example, active learner, enthusiastic learner, keen learner, or just assiduous learner. This is a kind of person who just learns a lot, and he is an active learner. And diligent learner and hard-working learner, or industrial learner, or determined learner. A learner who just learns too hard, and hard-working learner. Next slide. So next slide is going to be about just continuous education of Uzbekistan. There are some stages in educational system, we may say, being a pupil, the children just start their education from primary school, from preschool education, and this preschool education continues 4 grades, from 1st grade until 4th grade. And then they may go to general secondary school or comprehensive school, and their comprehensive school lasts for 5 years. After finishing schools, children may choose their vocational college in order to just have their further education at college. After finishing vocational college, students may be gap year students, and if they want to continue their education, they may just enter universities or other educational establishments, higher educational establishment, and this stage is called higher educational system. So after graduating higher educational system, they may just, if they want to have, these students want to have their postgraduate education, they may just continue, they may just take their PhD degree or doctoral of candidacy. So next slide is going to be about educational system of US. So you see there are some discrepancies between educational system of US and educational system of Uzbekistan. They may start, children will start their educational system from elementary school, and then their elementary school lasts for 5 years, and they may start their middle school when they take their when they pass their exams. They may continue their educational system at middle schools, and then they may, if they want, after finishing schools, they may continue their education at high schools, at universities and colleges. So you see there is a difference between educational system of US and educational system of United States and Uzbekistan. Next slide. So who is student itself? A student is a person who is enrolled in a university or in a school in order just acquiring knowledge, in order developing professions at a specified field. So next slide. Our next slide is going to be about types of diploma. Here you may see that diploma, like bachelor's degree. If a student just graduates from university, he may take his diploma as bachelor's degree. And if he wants to continue, if he wants to possess his further education, he may just want to continue his study. And this diploma, when he graduates from his master's degree, he may take this master's degree. And next slide. Students here, several, for example, if students, a first-year student, they are called freshmen, not a first-year student. I am a first-year student. Instead of saying I am a first-year student, they may say just I am freshman at Bucharest State University, or I am freshman at BSU. And next, if they are second-year students, they are called sophomores. Sophomores is a student who is a student in his second stage at Bucharest State University or any other kind of universities. And if a student, a third-year students are called juniors, and when they are undergraduates, they may say graduate students or just seniors. I am a senior at Bucharest State University, or I am a senior at BSU. So in order to test students, people's educational system, in what levels they are, there are some kind of programs, for example, IELTS. So International English Language Testing System. So IELTS defines the person's level, in which level he is or she is. There are some kind of levels. The first level is beginner. If a person in his first stage is a beginner, he may start his learning foreign languages, and this level is called A1 level. And elementary level, beginner and elementary level is considered to be A1 and A2. When a person as a basic speaker starts learning a foreign language, he just uses only 3 or 4 sentences, simple sentences, but he cannot speak English, speak any foreign languages fluently. And this person is called a basic speaker. And intermediate. In his intermediate stage, so a person may speak foreign language fluently, but he just uses simple construction. He cannot use any kind of complicated constructions. He may just speak simple, his English is simple, and he is just a fluent speaker in intermediate and upper intermediate. And the last stage is called C1 and C2, and in this level, as a proficient speaker, a person may use complicated constructions, relative clauses. He has in his speech coherence and cohesion. He has just, he may use perfect grammar. His grammar is perfect. And he may use his complicated constructions while he is as a proficient speaker. So you see here are these stages from A1 to C2, and this IELTS program may just determine a person's level, in which level he is or she is. International English Language Testing System. Next slide. So next slide is going to be about another program, and this program is called TESOL. So TESOL is just teachers training program that prepares teachers teaching English to speakers of other languages. It is also a kind of program, and this program may give just level C1 or C2 levels for teachers who wants to teach English to other to speakers who speaks other languages. Next slide. So next slide is going to be about about French educational system. In France, we may see they have 2 types of certificate, DELF and DALF. And their DELF starts from A1 level until C2. Their first level, A1, A2, B1, and B2, all these 4 levels are included into DELF certificate. And next certificate is going to be about DALF, and it includes C1 and C2. As a proficient speaker, a person may, as I told you, may use they do not use simple constructions, they use complicated constructions, relative clauses, and they have their cohesion and coherence in their sentences. In that case, a person is a proficient speaker, an expert in his foreign language, in what level he is or she is. Next slide. So here I have some task for you as home task. I give you this writing task too. As in International English Language Testing System, there are 2 types of writing tasks, writing task 1 and writing task 2. In writing task 1, candidates should share their 20 minutes, and your writing task 1 must contain 150 words. What about writing task 2? Writing task 2, you should just share your 40 minutes for writing task 2, and your writing task 2 must contain no more than 250 words, not less than 250 words. And there are some types of writing task 2. So I just gave you here one type of writing task 2, agree and disagree writing essays. What is the structure of agree-disagree essays? Firstly, let me explain you the question, and we will start to. I will start to explain you the structure of agree and disagree essays. Some people think that universities should not provide so much theoretical knowledge, but give more practical training throughout their courses. To what extent do you agree or disagree with this opinion? So you see here at universities, do you agree with the statement that at universities should students have their theoretical knowledge, or do they need any kind of practical classes instead of using their theoretical knowledge? So do you agree or disagree? How you can write this agree-disagree just type of writing task 2? Next slide. So firstly, you should just clearly learn the topic. Next slide. You should clearly learn the topic very properly If this question is too complicated for you, you may just share your 1 or 2 minutes by understanding the topic very clearly. If you understand the topic very thoroughly, then you may start your writing task 2. If you don't understand it, if it's complex, if it's complicated, you may just divide the question into several parts. And then after understanding the topic, you may start your writing task 2. The first thing that you should write is introduction part. In introduction part, you just paraphrase. Firstly, you should paraphrase the topic, the question, and then you may start writing the second sentence in introduction part. The second sentence, you may just say that whether you agree or disagree with the statement. I strongly agree. I strongly disagree with the statement. And then you may express your 2 ideas in introduction part. The next is going to be about main body 1, main paragraph 1. In main paragraph 1, you should just write about thesis, your first idea, which you have mentioned in your introduction. So then, after writing your idea in main body paragraph 1, you should just explain your idea. And you may just support your idea with illustrations, with your examples. An examiner does not pay attention to your idea, whether your idea is right or not. They do not pay attention to your idea. They pay attention to your English. How you know your English? What is your level? Can you use any kind of complicated constructions in your writing? They may check it, not for your ideas. And main body paragraph 2, in main body paragraph 2, you should write firstly your idea and then explanation of your idea and illustrate or support your idea with examples. So your examples may be from your own life, from university life, or from newspapers or from TV. It doesn't matter what idea you use in your writing task 2. Just they pay attention, as I told you, to your English. How about in what level you are? In conclusion, you may conclude your ideas, 2 ideas which you have mentioned in main body paragraph 1 and main body paragraph 2. So that's all about today's lesson. If you have got any kind of questions, feel free to send your questions to my Telegram channel. So thank you for your attention. See you next time. Bye.